Shh. Hello, chemistry. I'm coming to you because we are starting a new unit. It'll be Unit 9, Stoichiometry. Now, as I've said before, stoichiometry is probably one of the harder units we've ever done, and so I will preface it with that. But let me give you a few things. We're going to start out by thinking of it as a recipe. So let me pull that part up for you. So we're going to think of it in terms of s'mores because s'mores are delicious, okay? Now, we talked about the types of chemical reactions and whether or not, and predicting whether they occur. We learned how to balance equations, right? What we're going to look at now is how to take an equation and do some conversions based on, if I have this much of this reactant, how much product can I make? If I made this much product, how much reactant must I have had? And so we're going to do that by looking at a recipe for s'mores. So in this case, our recipe, our chemical equation, if you will, is going to be 2 graham crackers plus 1 marshmallow plus 4 chocolate pieces yields 1 s'more, okay? 2 graham crackers plus 1 marshmallow plus 4 chocolate pieces yields 1 s'more. And so notice, in order to make the recipe, right, you have 7 things that are your reactants, 7 pieces that are your reactants, right? Those 7 pieces make up 1 product, 1 piece of the product, okay, which is to the right of the arrow. So how in the world does 7 equal 1? And I want you to think about that and answer that question, okay? Now, the first one we're going to do together is number 2. If each student is to make 1 s'more, and I have 20 students, how much of each ingredient will I need? Explain your logic using a chemical equation. Well, let's take a look at that. So I need to do the whiteboard. All right. So if you recall, our equation was 2 graham crackers plus 1 marshmallow plus 4 chocolate pieces gives us, let's move you over a picture, gives us 1 s'more. 1 SM. Ooh, I can't write. Okay, so if I have 20 students, that means I want to make 20 s'mores, right? I want each student to have 1 s'more. So how much of each ingredient will I need? Well, always when you do stoichiometry, write down what you are given. So first, let me erase because I want to use the right abbreviation. Okay. I want, let me get back to this. All right, so we're going to do 20 s'mores. Okay, where did my, hang on, let's start this over. All right, 20 SM, right? Always write down what you're given, and then you do a conversion. So let's do our graham crackers first. Whatever you're given is always going to go on the bottom, okay? So the conversion factor says that for every 2 graham crackers, we can make 1 s'more. So we're going to put 1 s'more on the bottom and 2 graham crackers on top, because that's what we're trying to find, how many graham crackers we're going to need in total to make 20 s'mores. All right, so then the s'mores will cancel out as a unit, and we're going to end up with 20 times 2 divided by 1. So we're going to have 40 graham crackers that are needed to make 20 s'mores. So there's that part. Then we want to find out how many marshmallows we need to make 20 s'mores. So again, we write down what we're given. We are given 20 s'mores. But this time, our conversion, is, of course, is still going to have 1 s'more on the bottom because that's the goal, to make 1 s'more per person. But this time we're going to do 1 marshmallow because that is the conversion per s'more. 1 marshmallow for every 1 s'more. So when we do that, the s'mores cancel out, and you end up with 20 marshmallows are needed to make 20 s'mores? And the last thing is, how many chocolate pieces do we need? Again, we write down that we want to make 20 s'mores, so that's our given, times 1 s'more on the bottom per person, so that's our conversion factor. How many chocolate pieces are there per s'more? There are 4. So 4 chocolate pieces per s'more. Okay, the s'mores cancel out as a unit, so we're left with 20 times 4 divided by 1. That gives us 80 chocolate pieces are needed to make 20 s'mores. So those are your answers. 40 graham crackers, 20 marshmallows, 80 chocolate pieces are needed to make 1 s'more. Now, eventually, we're going to switch this out and do actual chemical equations. But I still want you to think of it as a recipe, okay? So if we were doing, just for example, let me take one, well, let's stick to s'mores first to make sure that you are able to do this, okay? Now, for number 1, I want you to think that through and answer. And then I just did number 2 for you. But I want you to do 3, 4A, 4B, 5, 6, and 7. Actually, 5 and 6, because I will talk about limiting reactions and excess on tomorrow's lesson. So just for now, I want you to do just through 5, actually, because 6 and 7 get into limiting reactants, okay? And we're not ready for that yet, okay? So what I want you to do is just do 1 through 5. Again, I did number 2 for you, okay, in this video. And if you have any questions, again, email me, get on Zoom with me, and we'll go over that. But again, it's pretty simple if you're looking at it from a recipe standpoint. How much of this do I need to do this? Or if I have this many graham crackers, how many s'mores can I make? Or how many marshmallows and chocolate pieces will I need to make s'mores if I have 20 graham crackers? Well, first of all, how many graham crackers can you make with 20? How many s'mores can you make with 20 graham crackers? Then you can figure out how many marshmallows and chocolate pieces you need to make that many graham crackers. All right? Make that many s'mores. I keep saying the wrong thing, so I apologize for that. But again, if you have any questions, let me know. All right? Thank you, and have a lovely day.